When people talk about civil liberties, oftentimes other people will say, that's just for other folks. In Canada, as a result of the lockdown, it is real. Ezra Levant is the originator of Rebel News. He joins me right now because there are thousands of people across Canada who have been arrested, who have been fined, who have been threatened with jail because they have been out after 9:30 at night, or they have had more than 6 people in their homes. You know a lot about those stories.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're in the worst civil liberties infringement in Canadian history. The War Measures Act in Quebec, it was only a couple months long, and there were literally terrorist bombs going off.
And there are ministers murdered.
Yeah, that's right. Japanese internment was terrible, but it was contained, and I mean, it was in the context of a war.
Yeah.
Both of them were terrible infringements, but this applies to every Canadian, unlimited, and I've never seen the kind of police brutality, the harassment of normal activities. Let me tell you the very...
But what's Rebel News doing about that? Because everybody has seen a picture in some paper or somewhere of a cop, and the cops don't like doing this either. They just say,
some of them don't. Some are enjoying it a little
Some
too much.
do, but most cops, I mean, it happened in Ontario, we aren't going to follow Ford's rules on this thing.
Yeah, I mean...
But what are you doing about it?
Well, a year ago, I saw a video of a pastor in Calgary, and it was snowing last April.
Right.
He was feeding the homeless on the street. And a bunch of police came up and said that's an illegal gathering and gave the pastor a $1,200 fine. Well, we crowdfunded a lawyer for him at the website fightthefines.com, and we got the cops to drop the charge. We did it again and again, and here we are a year later. We have 1,100 cases from coast to coast, the most insane stories. A big family. They had, I think, 7 kids. They had a birthday. Well, the cops thought that was too many. They gave tickets. There was a mom by herself with her daughter in a huge park. Tickets. The police put the mom in the police car, kept the girl away, and the girl said, "Am I getting a new mummy?" Some of the most heartbreaking cases you'll ever see. And my point is, where's the official civil liberties people? Where's the Canadian Civil Liberties Association? Where's Amnesty International? Where's the people who are hair trigger for police overreach? Why are they fine with essentially carding anyone who's, why are you out here? Pushing over kids in parks, physically chaining down parks. This is a huge violation of our civil liberties, and I can't believe Canadians are going along with it.
Because they don't really understand that this is happening. Most people say, we can't believe this is happening in Canada.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe we can't believe it, so we're stunned. Here's the thing. The Charter of Rights and Freedoms applies even during a pandemic.
Right.
There's no pandemic exemption or exception to the law. And it's very strange that police are enforcing these health rules. And even the size of the fine, so staggering, that's going to crush poor people. You're out, in Quebec, they have a curfew. You're out past curfew, $1,100 fine. That'll crush a family.
Ezra Levant, Rebel News. Good for you. 3 minutes. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, recently stood up in the House of Commons and prefaced his remarks by saying, "And we will only work from the facts," quote, unquote, and then proceeded to lie by saying Britain was in a horrible, horrible third wave, trying to show, in fact, that Canada was not the worst in the world. Britain, though, had vaccines. Canada did not. And this was not reported in the mainstream Canadian media, the media paid for by Justin Trudeau. All of which, I'm telling you, is that it's important to have this 3-minute interview. Please subscribe, ask your friends to subscribe, and press that PayPal thing so we can continue on to bring you the news you otherwise might not know.